Welcome in, everyone, to the stream a little early. Yes, just having my morning coffee, and I was up watching the town hall with Trump, and of course the debate with Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, which I'm going to talk about a lot on um, my live stream later this morning. But the one in particular with DeSantis and Nikki Haley was the dumbest thing I've seen in my life on national television, trying to be presented as a credible debate. It was the equivalent of a mock debate at a high school or a college. Incredibly stupid. And I'm listening to them give all of their um, solutions for everything, right? Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis giving all their solutions to everything, and it's just so stupid. Again, oh, we need 25,000 border agents at the southern border, and we need to catch and deport, not catch and release. All they have are catchphrases. You know, if you're doing the drinking game with the fact checking, it was just platitudes and talking points. And the solution to all of our problems in this country is one word: Trump. If you want to make it 2 words, Donald Trump, or 3 words, President Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the solution to all of America's problems. And I want to talk about this a lot in detail and take your calls on my next stream later this morning. And it's interesting to watch, and people should go and watch this Nikki Haley Ron DeSantis debate between the two, because that's it, right? Christie's out, everybody's out. It's just the two of them left going up against Trump. And when you listen to them with their platitudes and jokes and one-liners, that's how politics always was in this country. It was just stupid. We had a bunch of spokesmodels in empty suits and empty pantsuits with all these pre-planned lines that they rehearsed as they were doing. You've heard about debate prep. Debate prep is memorizing your script, right? That's what debate prep is. Memorizing your script, which are one-liners and jokes and gotchas. And we used to decide who the leader of the free world was going to be based on who best delivered a stupid joke, like Nikki Haley with this drinking game stupidity. It's insane. It's no wonder everything's so effed up in this country, in this world. We haven't had, other than Donald Trump, in any of our lifetimes, a real leader. Everyone else just been a spokesmodel. Remember how Obama's desk was just empty? It had no papers on it, no nothing on it. It was just completely empty. That's how they all were. There'd be papers up there sometimes to make them look busy. Only Donald Trump was a true working president, the only one. I've been up incredibly early today because I don't know if any of you have ever had this happen. I got up and I took a shower, got dressed, and did my show prep, which is pretty intense. It takes a long time. I go through all the news of the day, and then I go through and pull different audio that I'm going to play during the program, audio sound bites, and I edit them and everything else. And then I looked at the clock on I did not look at the time. I got up, did all this stuff, up, showered, got dressed, did all my show prep, did the editing of the audio sound bites from President Trump last night on Fox News with Brett Baer, Martha McCallum. And then for the first time, I looked at the clock in the corner of my computer screen, and I thought the clock was wrong. It was 2:34 a.m. I'm like, what? 2:34 a.m. Yeah. So how long I've been up, I have no idea. I don't know what time I got up because I just woke up and, got to work. Didn't even look at the clock. So, any of you ever do that? I've had that happen to me from time to time in my life. But when I looked at it, it said 2:34. I thought, what? This can't be right. This can't be right. So what do you do at that point, right? What do you do at that point? Do you go back to, because of my early schedule, I can't go back to bed. So I made another cup of coffee because I already had a cup of of coffee already by the time I realized what time it was. So this is my second cup. So that's the way it is. Now, another thing too, um, that Hunter Biden stunt, the media, I don't know if, and hello everybody, welcome. Yes, yes, yes. It's early here. What time is it? Alexa, what time is it? 3:14 a.m. here on the East Coast in Florida. 3:14 a.m. I know it's early. I don't know if you can hear the crickets. Let me hear the crickets. I can hear the crickets. Can you? I'm not sure if the mic picks them up, but they're here. I promise you. I'm on the back porch. Um, I don't know if the media are just stupid or if everything they do is because they're part of the, deep state political establishment. But this stunt that Hunter pulled. Now I knew when he went in with those two guys yesterday, the one guy in the suit was an attorney, and I'm thinking, who is this other guy? Who's this scummy looking guy that was sitting on Hunter's right side? And he looks like, like somebody he met in rehab. And I thought, well, maybe he's his sponsor or something. And I'm like, who is this? Who's this scummy looking guy who thinks everything's so funny sitting next to Hunter? And then this morning, and I kind of forgot about it because it was just a stupid, very bizarre thing. But when it was going on, I was thinking to myself, how was this allowed? How did Joe allow Hunter to go and do this with these two guys? Well, then I come to find out that not the guy in the suit, the other guy that thought everything was funny, that wasn't shaving, that looked like his weekend binge buddy, you know, um, he's that guy is a filmmaker of some kind, and he's making a documentary on Hunter. He's making a documentary on Hunter Biden. So that whole thing yesterday was about getting this is what I'm taking from it. The guy's making a documentary on Hunter. That whole event yesterday was a scene for the documentary film. That's what the whole thing was. It was a scene from the documentary film. That's what that whole thing was about. Hey everyone, Colorado, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, okay? I'm not usually just live streaming from my back porch at 3:14 in the morning. I have a morning show that I go live on at 6 a.m. Eastern. I live stream 7 days a week, and I take live calls when I'm live streaming, except I can't take live calls on the back porch. The neighbors wouldn't like it at this hour of the morning. But I typically take live calls. So if you subscribe to this channel, you'll love it. I promise you. And this channel is where MAGA comes to talk. Okay. If you love Trump, you're going to super love this channel. If you don't love Trump, you watch me long enough and you will. But that whole thing yesterday with Hunter was just a scene for a documentary film. And I got to tell you, though, the Republicans, they kind of dropped the ball a little bit because, Nancy Mace, who, and I love Marjorie Taylor Greene, what I would have liked them to have done, and this would be typical of like a Marjorie Taylor Greene move, is if I were one of those Republicans, the way I would have done it is when I saw him there, I would have said to the Chairman Comer, I said, Chairman Comer, someone get a Bible, let's swear him in. I got some questions. And boom, I would have done it. But they were like in a panic. They didn't know how to handle it. I would have said, let's swear him in. Let's start asking him questions. But they didn't do any of that. Wouldn't that have been cool if they would have? That would have been awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what I'm going to lead with on my next stream is President Trump in his town hall with Bret Baier and Martha McCallum on Fox News last night. He made a big announcement. He said he picked his vice president. He's already picked his vice president. He wouldn't say who it is, but he's already picked them. We know it's not Chris Christie because of a comment he made at the time, but who do you think it is? Who do you think it is? And that's what I'm going to lead with on my next stream. Dayton, Ohio. Welcome, welcome, Frank, in Dayton, Ohio. Yes, yes. It would be nice if I could just, these early hours, I love them. If I could just go to bed at like 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, it'd be perfect. But I got a long day. I probably have an 18-hour day ahead of me. And this is just the beginning and hasn't really started yet. I consider my day really starting when I leave the house around 5 or so. But it's going to be one of those days. That's right. Oh, Donald Trump 2024. Absolutely. Absolutely. We definitely could use Donald Trump. I thought just the idea that there are people that are running against President Trump in the Republican Party is just, it's just disgusting. It really is. Yeah, Tucker. Who knows, Linda in Tennessee? Who's it going to be? I got some ideas. There's a difference between who you would like it to be and who he really will pick. You know what I mean? So I don't want to do the fantasy. I'd like to do who on my next stream, which this might change between now and then. But what I'm thinking of having asking you all to name who you think it realistically will be, not who you want it to be, right? Colorado is up early today. Yeah, well, it's not as early. I guess it's late if you're in Colorado a little bit. I know it's crazy, isn't it? These hours in the morning. I'm talking low because I've got neighbors, and I don't want to wake them up. And but are you if you're in the live stream, are you up early or are you still up all night? Have you been to bed yet? Tucker, it's not going to be Tucker. It's not going to be Tucker. No. Not going to be Tucker. Oh, you got to wonder that debate last night. It's just Nikki Haley and DeSantis. Do they realize how stupid the debate is? Orlando, Florida, right up the street. Still up in California, up all night in Orlando, working. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Remember, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Alaska, 11:21 p.m. Awesome. Woke up to get a sip of water. Yeah. Believe me, I didn't realize how early I got up. I was so excited to get to work. I would like to get people to speculate on who realistically they think he is chosen. Because he said he's already made the decision. He's already made the decision. Who do you think it will be realistically? Realistically, not your wish list. Like I think it's safe to say it will not be Carrie Lake. It will not be Tucker. So who would it realistically be? And we really want Carrie Lake in the Senate. She's doing well in the Senate race in Arizona. It's a three-way race. The Sinema has gone independent. So there's a Democrat and there's Sinema. And so the Democrat vote will be split in the Senate race in Arizona. And then you have one Republican, Carrie Lake. And boy, I'd love her to be in the Senate for the next 30 years. Could you imagine her in the Senate? Oh, absolutely amazing. Amazing. You've heard about Sleepville. Yeah, I know. I know what that's like. Mm. Yes, yes, yes. Where is everyone located? I saw Colorado. I saw Dayton, Ohio. I saw Alaska. Yeah, Trump is going after some of these states that are strong Democrat states like New York and New Jersey. That's awesome. Boca, oh, that's not far. Tennessee, Arizona, Kentucky. Oh man, Wesley Hunt, Hudson, Florida, Arkansas. 6 degrees in Arkansas next. Oh my goodness. Let me see what the temperature is. Alexa, what's the temperature? 64 degrees. High today of 74 here in South Florida. That's awesome. Home of the Maggie King, West Palm Beach. That's right. I'll be driving through West Palm on the way to the radio station this morning. Doing dishes at this hour of the morning, Joy. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, Joy. I appreciate it. You're retired. You love the podcast. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have a new podcast today. We didn't do one last night because I figured with the town hall, it would be best to skip yesterday. Missouri, North Carolina. Well, were you guys able to hear the crickets? Let me just stop talking and see if you can hear the crickets. Can you hear them? The mic might not pick them up. But they are loud. Ben Carson for VP. I don't think he's up to it. It's not just that he's low energy. I just think he's just too tired at his age. He's just too no. I don't think he has it in him energy wise to run a campaign as a running mate with Trump. I just don't see him keeping it. It has to be somebody that can keep up with all these rallies. Has anyone ever picked a vice president as early as Trump has? I mean, he said he's already picked who the vice president will be, which is absolutely amazing. Gold Coast, Australia, 6:26 p.m. Peter, what day is it in Australia? Is it Wednesday or Thursday or Friday? What day is it in Australia? It's 6:26 p.m. on what day, Peter? Cindy, Trump has talked about bringing the pharmaceutical manufacturers back to the United States. It's tomorrow. No. He has definitely talked about that. And that's something that really is a national security risk, having all the medications made in China. I mean, you can't function. A lot of people are saying by Thursday. Okay, Thursday at 6:26 p.m. All right. So, a lot of people, buy in the USA, buy in the USA. It is nearly impossible, to buy. If you tried to buy everything in the USA, good luck to you. I mean, there's just so little that's made here. And, a lot of things that you think are made here are just assembled here. And can you even run a profitable business if you did all your manufacturing with only things made in the USA? That's needs to be a major move to bring manufacturing of everything back to the United States. It really needs to be. What a boom for the economy that would be, and the Democrats who have billed themselves as the pro-union guys screwed the unions over by moving everything to China. The Democrats are behind all of that, and they put all these union guys slowly over the years out of work. Yeah, well, I still don't trust Vivek. If Trump brings him into the fold, I'll go along with whatever Trump tells me to do. But I still believe that Vivek is a Soros plant. It's Soros's major move, and it's a pretty brilliant one with Vivek because you see how effective it is. Oh, Michael, thank you for that $10 super chat to for Soros to infiltrate the the MAGA movement. Wesley Hunt campaigned with Trump in Iowa, flew with him multiple times on Trump Force One. That's interesting. Yeah, his name has not even been on my radar, Michael. That's an interesting point. I don't know if the favorite's Kristi Noem because people are talking about her so early. I don't know. What is Kristi Noem's major accomplishment as governor? I know she kept everything open in COVID and all that. I get it, and I like Kristi Noem. But what would you point to about Kristi Noem that would make her? So, I think it's likely to be a woman, simply because there's so much talk about the abortion issue with women that a lot of women that otherwise are conservative don't like the abortion restrictions, and a woman might help with that. But my guess would I would lean towards probably a woman he's picked for his vice president. For him to announce that he's already decided who his running mate is going to be is just absolutely amazing. I mean, it's just freaking amazing. Alexa, what time is it? Okay. I still have to do some things. I have to set up the next stream and got a bunch of things to do before I leave the house this morning. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I would like her to be our Speaker of the House, wouldn't you? She'd be better than Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson's a bit of a disappointment to me. You know, Mike Johnson should basically have the government shut down until they back off of all their crap. Really, don't you agree? Yeah, I'm not happy at all with. I know he has barely a majority. Trump's going to be careful with all his big picks, but the presidents have to hire literally thousands of people, thousands. So, there's going to be bad apples in the people that he hires because he's got to hire too many people. One thing he said last night in the town hall on Fox News, President Trump, is they asked him about retribution, revenge, and he says he doesn't have time for retribution. 4 years is going to go by quick. But the most important decision he'll make after he's in, because we know the things he's going to do. I mean, but is picking his successor. And don't assume the vice president's going to be his successor. If again, I'm leaning towards a female pick is probably what he's done. But I think Greg Abbott would be at the top of the list too, because the border issue is so important, and he's an expert on that. Well, when do the Republicans? I got to tell you, I was disappointed in the Republicans yesterday when Hunter walked into that committee hearing. I was really disappointed. I would have been all over that. I would have wanted. Now I know Marjorie Taylor Greene was about to question him. That's why he ran out like a coward. But there was too much grandstanding. I would have just started asking him questions. Which I know is what Marjorie Taylor Greene was going to do. I ask this. Maybe you can tell me real quick. Why are so many of our MAGA brothers and sisters opposed to Greg Abbott? I'm not, I just don't know. I'm curious because you say Greg Abbott, a lot of MAGA people are like, no. What is like the thing about Greg Abbott that so many don't like? Well, Cindy, I was talking at the beginning of the stream. The guy that was sitting to his right is making a documentary about Hunter, and the whole event yesterday with Hunter was for him to get a scene for the documentary, would be my guess. That's what it looked like to me. He's almost a rhino. Yeah, almost. Well, aren't they all? The Republicans do nothing but disappoint, don't they? They do nothing but disappoint. All of them, except Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and a handful of others. But they disappoint. It's too bad Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't get a chance to start questioning Hunter. That would have been beautiful. These are going to go in the garbage. I buy these reading glasses off Amazon. I get like 10 of them for like $5, and they don't last long. Sarah Huckabee very well may be at the top of that list. She very well could be at the top of that list, no doubt about it. But, I think people make the mistake of assuming whoever is Trump's second vice president is going to be the second MAGA president in 2028. I would not assume that. It's possible, but I would not assume that. Wouldn't assume that at all. He may be bringing in a vice president just because he needs somebody to trust. He's got a lot to do. So whoever the vice president is may be brought in by him to be a very hard-working vice president in charge of some of this big crap he's got to deal with. But you never know. I just heard some movement in the palm trees. A raccoon or a possum? I don't know which. Probably a possum, because I have seen some possums around. Hey, Luna. Luna, my cat, is out here with me. She heard it too. Luna, what was it? Yeah, she's looking. She heard it too, and she was over here sleeping. She heard that, and she got right up. Hey, Luna. Come on. No, she's looking for what that noise was. Yeah, a possum or a raccoon, Luna. What do you think? What was it? I don't see it either. Come on. Come on, where are you? Yeah, she's looking for what that creature in the dark was. Oh my goodness. Is the House giving up their majority on purpose? Probably. Yeah. I'll tell you something. This Boston, Elise Stefanik, yeah. This would be nuts. But some people think that Trump is going to pick Kevin McCarthy. I'm not. That would be just that would be. But listen, whoever Trump picks, we got to go along with him and like him, because we need Trump back. He knows what he's doing to win this. And once he wins, he knows what he's got to do to get everything fixed. So whatever Trump decides for his running mate, I'm going to back him. I don't care who it is. I don't care if he picked Pence, if he picked Hillary Clinton, we got to support. You understand what I mean? So the vice president pick typically isn't that important, but since Trump only has one term left, it puts added importance to it, right? Yeah. There's a creature stirring in the darkness in my backyard. What is it, Luna? Do you know? I don't know. I think it's a possum, Luna. I haven't seen any raccoons for a while. Just possums. I see possums sometimes early in the mornings when I'm out here. Hey. Hey, Luna. Come on. Come on. She's exploring. Oh, here she is. Hey, Luna. Where are you? Oh, she's behind me. There you go. Here she is. Say hello to everybody, Luna. Say hi. Oh, she's purring. I can hear her purring. Yeah. Who do you think Trump's going to announce as his running mate, Luna? Any ideas? No. Yes. Not a creature was stirring. Except me, my cat, and you guys. And this possum in my backyard. Yep. You heard it again. Oh, it's another cat. That's what it is. It's another cat, not a possum. I see. Who's that guy coming in our yard? Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's a stray cat. Yeah, she's definitely a MAGA kitty. Absolutely. Yep. Cat. She's on alert for this cat. There she goes. Boom. She's looking at him through the screen. Yes, she is. Yeah, we've had her, I think, about 6 months now, and she was so little when we got her. Oh my goodness. She was a stray, but she's very domesticated now. When we first brought her home, she was kind of feral still, and I didn't think she was ever going to bond with us like she did, but she has really, she loves us. She's watching that cat in our backyard. Well, guys, I'm going to get back to work because I do have some work to do. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. My next stream later today, I'll take live calls. We'll get into everything. And like I said, I'm going to lead with Trump announcing that he's already picked his running mate because I think that's a good way to go. And if you're not watching live, you can let me know in the comments who you think Trump has picked for his running mate. It's not who he's going to pick. He's already picked. He said last night on Fox. So and try to be like realistic with the pick, right? Not your wish list. Like who do you realistically think President Trump has picked for his running mate? Yeah, she wants me to pet her. All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Make sure